I was on thin ice already. If Woodruff finds out the facts won't matter, he'll make it my fault.
It is your fault. You were supposed to be looking after me.
I told you to stop.
You said you washed your hands of me.
No, I meant it metaphorically.
Of course you meant it metaphorically. What were you going to do? Actually, go and wash your hands?
We are back with Dominic Sessa's standout Hollywood debut in the 2023's acclaimed The Holdovers. Well, now he's stepping into another high-profile role, bringing the early days of beloved chef, author, and food and travel host Anthoy Bourdain to life on the coming-of-age biopic Tony. Take a look at this.
You know I can cook, too.
Excuse me?
It says he's a cook, chef.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm not a cook. I'm a writer. I said I could cook.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. Shut the up.
My dad's like one of the best chefs in New Jersey.
Oh, your dad? Why didn't you say so?
Whatever.
You know what? I'm sorry, brother. You're a cook. Help me plate these. You help me out. I'm behind, please.
All right.
Jesus!
I mean, and that was just the start of his life in the kitchen. Dominic, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know, it's interesting because he still gets the last laugh, but I love how you watch that clip and you're able to laugh and enjoy it, you know?
Stavros is hilarious.
Talk to me a little bit about how this film kind of showcases a slice of Anthony's life. They really focus on his early years, not necessarily, you know, capturing his entire life and legacy.
Yeah.
Why do you think they decided to go for that slice and the impact of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're making a biopic, you want the story to be relatable for audiences, you know, and I think the way the world knows Bourdain is as they see him in kitchens, they saw him on TV, but what I think is innately relatable in the human experience is that time as a young person where you're discovering and you see him experimenting as a cook, as a writer, as a romantic, and you know, really there's 100 minutes of footage of Bourdain's life at this time, and it's this film. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. It opens up with the line from Bourdain describing himself, and I quote, he says, "I was, to be frank, a spoiled, miserable, narcissistic, self-destructive, and thoughtless young lout, and badly in need of a good butt kicking." We'll say that. That kind of sets the stage. Can you talk about how we first meet him in the film and how that sets the stage, really?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, for me at least, being a young man, I relate to that that quote a lot. I think the butt kickings I got in my life were, and still am going to get, is what has formed me. And yeah, I've at times, especially in high school, was very kind of outlandish and didn't really operate with integrity, and that's kind of how the character is introduced into the film, and I think it's typecast in a way.
Yeah, well, I was about to say there are some common threads in that. You never kind of know where life is going to go. You know, he wanted to be, you know, a writer. I also want to ask you about Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
The relationship focuses his character. He's a seafood chef. He kind of takes Tony under his wing. What were his skills like in the kitchen?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, he saved us. Antonio really
He's a restaurateur, right?
Yeah. He owns multiple restaurants in Malaga, his hometown in Spain, and I mean, a lot of the scenes where we're cooking, it was Matt throwing me into the kitchen and telling Antonio, cook this, teach Dom how to do it. All of that footage is Antonio kind of just explaining it to me. Yeah.
What was it like building that mentor dynamic with Banderas?
Easy. I mean, I'm still young, and I think working with these really successful, decorated actors is intimidating in a way. So I didn't have to work too hard to create that feeling. You know, he's an intimidating presence in the film, but really, genuinely, he supported me so much, and I don't think I could have gotten through the performance without him there.
Well, you were phenomenal in this. I told him when I was filming for Carson Daly one day, and I remember we showed the trailer for this film, and we were all just blown away. And I thought it was interesting. Another friend of the show, Eric Ripert, obviously a renowned French chef, he says that he had a cameo in the film, and he describes you as having the same seriousness that Anthony had. What was it like having someone there who was so close to Tony in real life?
Yeah, I mean, it really was such an honor, and you know, I think to me, he opened up and admitted that he was nervous about being on camera and, like, you know, being in a movie, even though you can't really tell he's so good and relaxed in the film. But to have someone like that who's so respected, and like you said, had such a great relationship with Tony, confide in me and trust me and look to me in a way to like help him feel comfortable as well, really meant a lot.
And you brought this up a little earlier, but what did you pull from? Because we have, the shows that we all used to watch. I told you our whole family's watched, Parts Unknown and some of those shows. But for those early years, besides his memoir, what did you kind of pull from?
I guess kind of our main source of reference was Kitchen Confidential. I mean, the movie is not based or it's not Kitchen Confidential, the movie.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Incredible.
But a lot of the chapters, we pulled a lot of inspiration from the chapters in the book. Like Antonio's character is based off a chapter called Bigfoot that Tony writes about this chef that was, kind of gave him the butt kicking, that's talked about. And then Sal is inspired by all of the cooks and the sous chefs that Tony talks about in Kitchen Confidential. So it was really our main source of inspiration in building the characters and building the environment of the film.
And I guess finally, to kind of put a button on it, you and I were talking before we started here. He was so loved, and I think about, universally from, my husband and I would watch, or the kids. I mean, it just seemed like everybody loved him. He would go into these kitchens all over the world, and there was something about him. What do you want us to take?
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason people connect with him so much is because, he really he rose to celebrity. He became an icon in his 40s, and I think that's inspiring. To see that life can present itself in the most surprising ways at any point, no matter how old you are, and that's why people love him so much, because it gives them hope.
Yeah, well, you did a phenomenal job in this role. It was very, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dominic, by the way, Tony hits theaters in New York and LA on August 7th and nationwide on August 21st. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.